What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the TheStankCast. I'm your host, Hamstank. He's your co-host, Craig Moo Cowie. Craig, say hello to the people.
What's happening, people?
You're not enjoying the nickname?
It's just funny, mate. It's just funny.
You're just Moo now.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Anyway, on this week's episode of the pod, we're going to be talking a little bit about UFC 298, which was a great card, but we'll speak about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit later. We're also going to be talking about our good friend Andy G and what's coming up for him recently, what we're all excited about. Caestus MMA as well, that's coming up in the near future, so we're getting excited for that. But first, Cowie, I thought we would start off with a topic we've been going on about a little bit recently, which is like comparing sport v sport.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had a good one the other day where we were talking American football and football.
Yeah.
And which was easier, and I just wanted to see. Right, I was actually looking up what like people thought were the most difficult sports, and I came across ESPN's list of what they thought were the hardest sports in the world. And they did a list, and it was a few years ago now that they did this list, but it got a lot of backlash, whatever they did, and we're just going to go through the list here, right? So I'm going to give you some the top 10 sports in the world that they thought were the hardest, and I want you to tell me where they are in the list, okay?
Okay.
Now, I've already spoiled it because I've told you which is the hardest.
Yeah. Well, apparently the hardest.
Well, what they've determined is the hardest. Now, the way they determined this was they broke it into 10 different factors, right? So they put endurance, strength, power, speed, agility, flexibility, nerve, durability, hand-eye coordination, and analytical aptitude. Okay. So, just fair enough. And then they've given each of the sports a score in each of the categories, and then given them a total, and then giving you your winner. So, I'll give you a random sport. In the top 10, you have basketball. You have wrestling. This in a random order.
Okay.
Basketball, wrestling, boxing, American football, tennis, gymnastics, football, as in we know football.
Soccer.
You have baseball / softball, so they're counting both. Whereas when we were discussing it the other day, we were agreeing softball was a lot easier than baseball. And then you have ice hockey and boxing.
Okay, well, I'm going to guess, because I've forgotten half of them already, but I'll try and guess the top 5 out of what you've given me.
Right, the top 5.
So it's going to be, obviously, boxing's first.
Yeah.
And then you also said ice hockey, so that's the only one I know.
Right.
I have to think wrestling's in there, in the wrestling number 3.
Okay.
And then, number 4...
Do you want me to give you the rest of the sports?
Yeah, give them out again.
Boxing, ice hockey, and wrestling.
Yeah.
You have American football, basketball, mixed martial arts, football, tennis, gymnastics, baseball.
Okay, and that I didn't realize MMA is going to be number 3, followed by wrestling, followed by tennis. Because just for me, it's fucking hard, man. Right, what are the other ones actually? If I didn't say tennis, what are the other ones I've missed?
American football.
Okay.
Football, gymnastics, baseball, and basketball.
Gymnastics, 5th.
Gymnastics.
So I've gone boxing, ice hockey, MMA, wrestling, gymnastics.
Okay, so you've got 2 out of 5 right, and it was the 2 I gave you.
Ah. I thought you meant 2 other ones out of the 5. Fucking hell, I got excited there.
No, mate.
Okay, what ones? So I got them all wrong.
Yeah,
so none of those 3 are in the top 5.
One of them is in the top 5.
Which one?
You tell me.
It's going to be gymnastics, isn't it? But it's got to be MMA.
It's not gymnastics.
It's MMA.
No.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
But MMA involves wrestling, man. Fuck me.
Okay. MMA involves boxing.
I actually get that, because like when you actually see like wrestling in the sense of like the schools in America and stuff like that do wrestling, like proper academies and stuff like that, or like even the people that like they do it when they go to like university and stuff, and it's like it's hardcore. Yeah. Like they work hard, like real hard.
No, I get it, but you literally do wrestling in mixed martial arts.
That's what I'm
as well as boxing.
You wrestle and get punched in the mouth. Like
that's I don't understand why.
And where was it? 3, 4, or 5?
5.
Mad. What's 3 and 4?
So I'll give you the other ones.
Yeah, you can give me the list now. You can list it for me.
So you've got football as we know it, baseball, basketball, gymnastics, or American football. Those are your other 5. What am I doing?
Really? Is football in the top 5?
Football as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
American football is then.
Yes.
And it's 4th.
Wrong.
3rd.
Yes.
And what's 4th then? Just give me the list now. Give me the list.
Right.
This is confusing me. This is mental.
So your top 3 are boxing, ice hockey, and American football.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is definitely an American thing. You can tell.
Well, it's ESPN, so that's
so
why it's
American.
so heavily like American style, but
American style.
America. And then you've got basketball as 4.
Okay.
And then you've got wrestling as 5. Okay. All of which are like American. That's just like somebody just went, which are the most American sports?
So then what's 6 to 10?
6 to 10 is mixed martial arts, tennis, gymnastics, baseball, and then football.
Rough.
Mental, isn't it? It's absolutely mental.
Here, Americans really don't respect football, do they? Like, they don't seem to think it's very difficult.
Not these guys at all.
Mental.
The fact that they put basketball for American football is 3 is ridiculous. It's literally just running and catching a ball.
Yeah, American football, like, it's not 3rd anyway, I'll tell you that.
It's definitely not 3rd.
You get breaks in between every play, nothing, you know what I mean?
If they're going on about like the injuries and the shit that they get, that doesn't like
it
determine
has to just be the
sport
physicality, and because they train hard when they do American football. Like,
do you want me to give you the
scores? And they do weights and stuff. Okay.
The scores for each event, right? So on endurance, boxing had 8.63, ice hockey had 7.25, and football had 5.38. Basketball had 7.36, and wrestling had 6.63. So
wrestling. So for endurance.
Yeah.
Mental.
That's what I'm saying. The list is naffed. It's gone. But the ESPN got a load of abuse about it. But
that's absolutely
like
mental.
There's loads and loads of like online forums going on about how messed up the list is. Like, do you want to do the bottom 5? Can I give you like the bottom 15 sports?
Oh, okay.
And you tell me what are the bottom 5.
Okay.
That's probably a better way. We should have done the top 10 as well. But
definitely.
We're here now. You know what I mean? I'll give you the bottom 15, and you tell me. Okay, I'll give you the bottom 10, and you tell me the top 5. The bottom 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have, in no particular order, curling, bowling, billiards, roller skating, equestrian, fishing, horse racing, golf, and cheerleading.
The bottom ones have got to be golf's in there. The bottom ones.
Okay.
Billiards.
Okay.
Bowling.
Okay.
And what was the one? Well, you said another one there. Go and give me that again. So
Right. So the bottom 10 are. You've got archery, curling, bowling, shooting, billiards, fishing, roller skating, cheerleading, golf, or equestrian.
So golf, fishing, bowling, billiards, and then it's either going to be curling or it's going to be shooting.
Damn. Well done.
Did I actually get them? Which one's
Close enough. The only one that's not in there is golf.
Okay.
So you said fishing, billiards, shooting, bowling, curling.
Yeah.
That's them.
Is that actually in what order?
That order. Fishards.
Fishards?
I went to say fishing and billiards. Fishing, billiards, shooting's third bottom, bowling, and then curling.
So you think bowling and curling are easier than like billiards?
Yeah. And they also think they think billiards is easier than shooting and bowling.
Okay.
And they think fishing's the easiest.
I get you.
And then they've got next from that is archery, equestrian, roller skating, cheerleading, golf.
That's
horse
surely
racing.
got to be though, because realistically, fishing for endurance is like 0.
Yeah, there's 1.3.
Unless you're fishing for some real big fish.
Nah, you do use some like if it depends on what type of fishing you're doing. Because if you're like deep in the Scottish lochs and you're like waist deep in a river fly fishing or stuff like that. It's heavy enduring on your legs. But
what, standing still in the water?
Bro, the force of the water is intense. Don't give me that shite. Yeah?
Bro, it's easier to stand in water than it is to stand on the ground. Everyone's less heavy.
You never went fishing, have you? Absolutely never went fishing, bro. I can't even take that seriously.
Never once.
As much as you want to do devil's advocate, I just can't even take that seriously. Billiards is the lowest endurance at 1, which is fair.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. But let's look at some sports that they have in here.
Just some of these are offensive that they're called sports.
Rodeo, they have the rodeo in here. Weightlifting, that's in the bottom 20.
And rodeo as well, as in like riding bulls.
Yeah.
Fair. I suppose you only have to do it for like 10 seconds at a time, but still, you're hanging on to a fucking very angry bull. And you strap yourself on as well. Have you ever watched the bull riding?
Yeah, I have. I'm just trying to think like how you would even rate that. How would you rate endurance on that? Because you can only, like you say, it's only like a maximum like a minute and a half and stuff.
No, it's a maximum of 10. You only have to hang on for 10 seconds.
Wait, what?
When you're bull riding.
Is it not just as long as you can hold on?
No.
So I've clearly never watched it.
No, yeah. I'm sure it's 10 seconds. If not, it's very few seconds more than that. It's not a lot of time as well. But it's basically like if you hold on for that time, like you win, like you've beat the bull kind of thing.
You're just against the bull. You're not against other riders. Surely you're racing.
I don't know on that. But no, but
surely
I think
you're trying to beat the other riders' times. That's all I always thought it was.
Yeah, but I think you must do like multiple rides, and obviously it's not often they actually stay on for the whole time. Like they usually get launched off.
See if any Americans listen to this, mental.
Right.
These guys have absolutely no idea how a rodeo goes down.
I'm going to be going like the scene out of Borat, you know what I mean, when he starts singing "Our Country."
But they've got like lacrosse as like 14. As the 14th hardest sport.
Lacrosse is intense. I'm pretty sure there's some physicality and
water polo is 11.
Water what?
Water polo.
Oh, water polo.
Is the 11th hardest sport.
What's water polo?
Water polo is just like you're in the water. There's a net each side. You're just throwing the balls to each other. That's it, really.
I've never heard of that in my life, eh?
I think at least that's how I know of water polo. Don't think I've ever actually seen a game.
It's making. Well, I was getting confused because I only know like polo that you play with horses. I'm thinking, how do you fucking play that in the water?
We used to play like polo when we were on
like
holiday in Gran Canaria and that, and there's apparently just 2 nets at the side. Sometimes it was like a basketball net, but I don't know if that's just like different.
You just have to throw the ball to each other and then try and score it.
Yeah, it's just like playing football, but like American football, but in the water. And there's a tiny little goal. The goal's like absolutely minuscule.
That's ridiculous. That's actually such a poor list.
The list doesn't look as bad once you get like all the way down there. Like the next like 15 to 30 is all like Olympic sports.
Bro, it says boxing's the hardest.
Yeah, but the rest of the list is what I'm saying here. The rest of the list doesn't look wild. Like diving is in the top 30. Diving.
Oh, like in a swimming pool.
Yeah. What did you think of me?
I was thinking no diving, like going into the water.
Oh right. Okay. No, the rest of the list looks alright, but the top of that list, I don't understand why you would put anything above mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I really don't understand that as well. Like, unless it's because unless they're just getting beat on the endurance side of things, because obviously, like,
15-minute
at
rounds.
most it's a 25-minute fight, and that's like
most,
championship UFC at very, very most. Whereas
the endurance is only at 5 for that.
How long's a hockey game? How long's an ice hockey game?
60 minutes.
Yeah, so it's twice the length of time, but
it's 3 20-minute periods.
Okay, and what about then boxing's 12 rounds of 3 minutes?
Yeah.
So 35 minutes. Nah, fuck that. I'm sorry. No.
35?
36.
Yeah. And then football, obviously. What's American football?
They've got 4 quarters of
15 minutes.
Is it 15? Maybe.
So there's an hour.
I've not got a clue. No. Yeah, 4 quarters of 50 minutes isn't an hour. Must be. Or it's 420s.
Hey. Basketball's only 3 quarters.
Of?
20 minutes. No. Yeah. No. Oh my God. I don't know. Is it on 20 minutes?
Mate, fuck no.
20-minute period.
I don't know. You keep looking at me as if I'm going to back you up, bro. I've not got a clue how long basketball is.
We're idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Nah, for American sports, we're idiots, but...
Well, basketball we played. In high school and that.
I was there. I'm not really for sure I'd use the word played it like... Basketball wasn't my kind of sport.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It involved...
What kind of sport? What's your kind of sport back then?
I played rugby. You know I played rugby? Because it was heavy. I was rugby or the goalkeeper.
4 quarters of 12 minutes each. Yeah, that makes sense. 48 minutes.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But then it's... I don't know. I just think that list's a bit mental. To have billiards and... Did it have darts on there? No, billiards and bowling as an actual sport just pickles my brain.
Why?
Because... I don't know, it's maybe not the case, but to me, a sport is something that, like...
Darts.
It's something that you'd physically do that tires you out. Well, I'm saying billiards and bowling.
I know, but they haven't actually even ranked darts at all.
Good, because if there was a difficult level of sport, it would be at the bottom. It just would. Like, I'm not good at darts, and I know that it takes, like, skill to be good at darts, but it's not a sport. Like, it is absolutely not a sport.
Give me a reason.
Because it doesn't require physical exertion. That's it.
Mm-hmm. You're still competing against somebody, though.
I said this to you before, right? See, if you can't class it as a sport if you can do it whilst you're drinking a pint, which most of them do. And I know what some people say, oh, well, I've seen Sunday League football people, but I mean, on a real level, they drink pints playing it at all levels. Like,
yeah.
That's not a sport, bro, eh? And, like,
but the level of skill that they have to be able to make those shots repeatedly over the course of, like, some of them get, like, 9 darters, mate. Mm-hmm. That's skill.
But that means they practice every day by doing nothing other than...
Don't say drinking pints.
And drinking pints.
Don't say drinking pints.
Just this and pints.
Put that in reverse.
That's like that. No, that's like if football was. That's like if football was like just penalties. That's all you did in football. Then all you would do to train is just fire the ball at the goal.
Yeah, fair. But darts is hand-eye coordination. It's a tiny little minuscule that you're throwing. It's still.
This.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to argue with it. I can't really.
And same for billiards. It's just the same but on a lower level. Just take it from here. And you're just bringing it to here. That's not a sport either, bro. Like, unless it's like you have to run around the table while your partner's taking his shot. He finishes his shot, and then they've got a stunt. Like,
that's an interesting way of making the game like exciting. You know what I mean?
Unless
it's a gentleman's sport, man. That's what it's meant to be for. It's meant to be for.
No, rugby is a gentleman's sport.
Fuck off.
It is. It is classed as the gentleman's sport.
No, it wasn't.
That's what it's called. Yes, it is.
Originally, football was the gentleman's game.
No,
it was
the gentleman's game, bro. Rugby's a sport, not a game.
What?
You called it a gentleman's game, and I said it's a gentleman's sport, rugby. That's the point I'm trying to make.
So?
Sport's more classy than the word game is all I was trying to get out there.
I'm not classy.
Call me out on that one. Fuck you, man.
Fuck it out. The gentleman's game. Yeah, that's what football was originally called because it was set up by businessmen.
But it's just not, though, is it?
No. Not
and
the way. Not the way.
Like if
not
you
the way.
Asked people what is the gentleman's sport,
There's no
most
way
people would say rugby. They definitely would.
They say cricket. If anything, they're saying cricket. I know it's not, and you know it's not, but that's what they're saying.
Okay, I fully disagree.
Why would they say rugby? Purely because you played it?
No, because that's what's always called when we were younger. When we were younger, it was always like it's a gentleman's sport. Rugby is the gentleman's game. Like that's the gentleman's sport. Like I said, that's what we were always told.
Crotch sniffing, throwing your head into another man's like crotch. That's the gentleman's game.
Bro, I did jiu-jitsu now. You said like that's not what I enjoy.
What? So jiu-jitsu is now the gentleman's game. Although
no. I didn't say jiu-jitsu was a gentleman's game. I said you put your face in people's crotches.
Bit, to be fair, I would have agreed with you more about jiu-jitsu than rugby.
What?
Would you not? I think there's more respect and.
Nah, like see in rugby and stuff, like you're not allowed to speak to the referee and shit. Like the only person that can talk to the referee is your captain. Mm-hmm. So if like, whereas in football, there's people on the fucking sidelines and there's people on the pitch. Oh, you ref, you're fucking wank. You know what I mean? Like in rugby, you didn't do that because the minute you opened your mouth, you just sent off. Like you can't, and it's a respect thing. It's you don't address the referee. You speak to your captain, and he'll address the referee. And
well,
even then,
that is the way it's meant to be in football.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In rugby,
rules.
that is the way it is. In football, it's
Yeah.
it's meant to be that way. But then they're all assholes to the ref. Like I've done it myself. When I go and watch my little brother play
What
football,
happens when you get paid a shit ton of money for being that good,
I can't
bro?
help myself but shouting at the ref because a lot of them are hopeless. But
So when you go watch at football,
yeah,
they are hopeless.
yeah, they barely move out of the fucking centre circle. It's mental. It's just
yeah, foul. A lot of them can't see half the way.
But it's whereas in rugby that's not the case. You don't do that. You wouldn't catch people shouting like abuse at the referee, like, especially players. Like when you players, like there's they play football now and they're like the referee makes a decision, they'll be like, oh fuck off ref, Bobby, you know what I mean? And nothing happens. You do that in rugby, you're off. You're just off. You tell the ref to fuck off, then you're off the pitch.
Well, I'm gonna have a look and see what sport.
What is the most gentlemanly sport?
Yeah.
I know, because it'll say like polo, like horse polo, or like fucking something like that. It'll say.
What if I say what sport is known as the gentleman's game?
The gentleman's sport. Because you're cherry. We're both trying to cherry pick the word now. Here, I need sport and you need game.
What sport is known of this? That's not the way what was known as.
The gentleman's sport.
Well, the first thing that came up is gentleman's game, so I think.
Of course you are.
Gentleman's sport.
Nah, try game as well.
No, I'll give you yours.
What did I say?
You said cricket.
And that's what it said.
Is it actually? Yeah. Right, try game. Fuck it.
I knew it would be cricket.
That's mental. Just because it's like posh toffs that play it doesn't mean it's fucking.
Yeah, but have you seen the boys that actually play it? Like, they get. And what's known as the gentleman's game? Cricket.
Is it really?
No, apparently so.
Maybe it was just because I played rugby then.
What is the gentleman's game in the world? Yeah, it's cricket. Because a lot of businessmen play cricket. And a lot of the teams are set up from businessmen. But it's the same with football. Like, a lot of the pub teams are that. But because of the way life moved on, people got so involved in it. And, like, they ended up buying players. And instead of them working for their factory, they played for the football team. And then, like, that's how working men got, like, so heavily involved in football teams and stuff. And then that's why it became, like, a society thing. Whereas cricket, nobody got that excited about it. It wasn't bringing in thousands of crowds.
I wonder why.
I mean, it does bring in thousands of crowds, but I did it at one point, but not like football did.
One thing that I've noticed about cricket, though, is the only thing you ever hear about is either when England are playing Australia or when they're playing, is it Pakistan? Not Pakistan.
Or India.
Is it India that... No, it's...
I don't know. I don't watch cricket.
It's something like that, though. It's like... nice.
Damn.
It's like they're playing... That's the only... they only seem to play each other. Like, that's the only teams that actually are like have sports.
There's not that many teams or countries around the world that have cricket teams. I would give that to America. I would much rather watch a game of baseball than I would watch a game of cricket.
Yeah.
I've always been interested in baseball. I quite like that. Not interested enough to learn anything about it. But
I'm glad you changed your tune on that one, though. When we first
discussed it, said the average hit for like a cricket ball is like really high compared to like the average hit of a baseball. Like you get pitched like 4 or 5 pitches and you'll maybe hit 1 or 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like 1. And in cricket, it's like you'll hit every second or third.
Did you check what the ball speeds were though? I'd imagine it's bowled slower. Like by the time it hits the bat anyway, because it's hit off the ground baseball? And stuff like that.
No, cricket.
Yeah, it'll be slower in cricket because it bounced off the ground. And plus, in baseball, right, every time they swing for it, they fully commit to a swing. It's a full one thing. Whereas a lot of the time in cricket, it's just step forward and just show the bat. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's easier to just catch the ball with a cricket bat.
We really need the guy to come in and sit on the laptop and figure out.
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to find out now?
The baseball pitch.
What, the fastest?
106 miles per hour barrier. That's for a baseball.
106 miles per hour?
That's the fastest.
And what's the cricket's fastest?
Wait to tell you.
Tell me faster.
161.
The cricket one's 161?
Kilometers an hour. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's what it came up.
It's less than 100 mile an hour.
How fast does a cricket ball?
Like 100 kilometers an hour is 62 miles an hour. That's a little bit hard maths to do.
I don't know, but I would say
Baseball's faster then.
Yeah, baseball is faster.
And that'll just be the speed they throw it at. That won't be before it hits the bat, I'd imagine.
No, it'll be what you said.
Right, get off the fucking computer.
Yeah, it's just annoying me here now. Well, I've almost found it. That's the annoying
fucking
thing.
Bozo unable to do two things at once.
I can't do two things at once.
Can't chat and laptop at the same time.
Yeah, okay. Baseball's faster.
Yeah.
Not by too much, to be honest, but it is by a little bit. Anyway. Sorry, I can't read.
I told you that, but it's fine.
I can't read. I had to check, man. You know what I mean? I played a little bit of cricket back when I was younger, but it was absolutely terrible.
I did as well. My brother played it. Well, I played occasionally, but my brother actually did play it for a little bit. Cricket as well. My big brother.
Yeah, my next door neighbour was a good friend of mine over the fence. He's played it like for Scotland and that. So he used to come over and pitch balls at me, man. Absolutely shit.
Wipe your shins out.
Yeah, shit my bricks every time, man. Put a hole through the fence and that. Mum went absolutely mental. But anyway, I can't remember.
Yeah, that lasted longer than I thought we were going to be on that for, to be fair.
What, that topic?
Yeah. We got more into that than I'd assumed we were going to.
Yeah, I'm not quite done with it.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'll come back with it at a later date. I think
okay.
more research to be done and what goes on with I agree ice hockey should be up there. Ice hockey should be in that top 5.
Yeah, because like ice hockey encompasses a few different things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to balance on knives,
but I don't
and
agree
you're
with
also hockeying it.
Well, you give me your top 5 out of these top 10, right?
Yeah, read them out again.
Soccer. Oh, fucking hell. Football, baseball, gymnastics, tennis, mixed martial arts, wrestling, basketball, football, ice hockey, boxing.
Right, I'm going to go MMA, wrestling, ice hockey, gymnastics, boxing.
Yeah, it's not a bad list.
That's my list.
It's not a bad list.
What would yours be? A big stretch.
I think I'd have to agree. Yeah, I think I would probably put. I don't know. I'm stuck with gymnastics and wrestling. Because tennis is hard, man. Tennis is a hard sport.
Tennis is one of the ones that I struggle with a lot, but I just think that's maybe because I've only tried it like twice.
But the amount of movement you got to do to get across the court at that speed, like the ball's being returned to you and you've no idea where it's going, you see it last second, you've got to get across.
Yeah, but on gymnastics, they're doing like pure quadruple backflips off of a fucking
I did gymnastics,
springboard and shit like that.
I rate it so highly.
And then they're doing all those mad, like they're just doing crazy stuff, doing high jumps and long jumps and shit. Like it's mental.
I don't know if I would put boxing in the top 5. I just don't know if I do. I'm going to go mixed martial arts, ice hockey, wrestling, gymnastics, and tennis. That's what
you think tennis is harder than boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a big boxing fan. You know how much of a boxing fan I am. But
I'm just trying to think, like, I could box better than I could play tennis, but that's because I've done more boxing than tennis. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've tried to play tennis twice and it went horrifically.
Mm-hmm.
But then
everyone
again,
thinks
I think the first couple of times I tried to box went pretty horrifically.
Yeah.
as well.
Everyone thinks they can box until they try. You know
I think a lot of people would think tennis is easier than it was until they try.
Yeah.
Because I was actually taken back by how hard it was.
Tennis is nails, man.
I'm sure it was with you and Andy down the front. And I remember going down and I tried to serve it and I was like, it'll be fine. I just need to throw it up and just hit it at a decent rate. Couldn't get it over the net. Then when I did get it over the net, I couldn't get it to not just go fucking way over the back. Like I literally could not get it to drop in that bit.
Yeah.
And then it was like, right, one of you guys serve. And I return it. Like the ball, I think one time I got it over the net and actually into the legal zone. Every time I either rifled it on the net or had to hit it too hard and sent it for, like, I was really bad at tennis.
It must have been a wind up for you, me and Andy having like good rallies, and you just sat there going.
Yeah, mainly because it was like it totally took me off guard. Like I was not expecting it to be that hard. So it was one of them. I'd be like, we'll go down. Like they'll be better than me, but like it'll be good fun. And I was like, none of this is fun. I can't return the ball. Like I can't hit the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean?
Let's just go do something else.
Yeah, it was literally, as much as not to bring it up, it was like the first 10 hours of our D&D thingy. Like, I was meant to be the fighter guy, and I couldn't even fucking land a hit on anybody. I was just missing every cunt of fucking swung for it, and that's exactly how tennis felt for me.
Yeah,
just missing everything.
No, that you bring it up, that D&D session was amazing. It was honestly so good.
It's infuriating. I'm literally the fighter guy. If you're a big muscly fighter meant to be all good at have a battle axe, didn't hit someone for like literally I think about 8 to 10 hours of that game.
I'm the spell guy, and I was the one that killed the most people.
I couldn't even hit you when we had a little fight in it.
I hit you.
Yeah, in the nuts.
Even? Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I hit your AC. Yeah.
You hit me in the nuts, and I tried to hit you back and fucking just missed and fell on my face. Like, yeah, quality.
And got us caught for it.
Great.
You smashed the bottle off a tree and got us caught.
That was the second time. We fought before that, and I didn't, and I missed as well. Oh no, that was the wine bottle time actually.
Yeah. Oh, I've just moved the camera. My bad. We're not going to sit and talk about D&D though.
No,
we've already done that enough. Something I do want to talk about though is one of our wee friends, Andy G. Big Andy G's got up into the fight.
Like that. Wee Andy G. Big Andy G.
Big Andy G. Sorry, big up. He's got a fight coming up on Caestus 2 on March 2nd, is it?
March 2nd,
in Montrose Town Hall.
Get your tickets.
Pay-per-view is available, which I'll have to be watching.
I think it was Leapfrog. Is that what? No. Oh my god, I've just gone and said the wrong thing there. Find something like that. It's like, is it Leap or TV?
We'll find out and we'll get back to you. We'll find out and get back to you. But wherever it is, I'm over in Northern Ireland, so at my brother's stag do, so I won't be able to be there, unfortunately. Which I was devastated about.
Yeah, it's gutting.
It's genuinely is like so gutting, but I'll be watching it while we're over there doing our activities. I mean, the stag do will be class anyway, like, but
yeah, you'll be able to get the stream on and just.
I'll have it on my phone or something. I'll just nip out and watch it.
Yeah, just have a wee whiskey bar. It's hit me in the head.
I can't miss it, and oh my god, man, I'm so bad at this. Apologies. I can't miss that fight though. I'm really looking forward to it. I could not believe Andy picked up a fight.
What
came
I'll
out of nowhere.
I'll message you as well on the day and let you know when it's going to be on the card, so you know what time to. Even so, if you can't, obviously you're not going to be able to watch all of it, but so you can at least tune on for his one.
Yeah. I'll try and watch the rest of it, like, but.
I'm gonna struggle so much not to be like hardcore biased. Like, of all the people, like, I know obviously we've got Liam who, like, with sponsor and things like that, which is it's hard enough when he fights and all the other guys being on the team, but like, I've known, you know what I mean? I have childhood friends, and it's just gonna be so mental trying not to be like biased with that.
The thing is about Andy, he said not to do him like that, right? But Andy was always been the littler guy. Like, I had people messaging, I shared it on my story, and I had people messaging me going, "Oh my god, I can't believe Andy G's picked up a fight." Like, going through high school, I would never imagined anyone would have gotten a fight, and Andy G's picked up an MMA fight, and you just got to respect it, don't you? You've just got to look at it and go, fair fuck.
That's what I said when we were out at the pub, and a few of them asked me, they were like, "Is Andy fighting? Like, can Andy fight?" Like, so I think they were surprised like you. They're surprised like didn't realize Andy was into that.
I'm not surprised that he's going for it.
I'm saying what you said, what people had said to you. I think it was the same as that. Like, they were just like surprised, and I was like, you don't understand. like Andy's a dog. Andy's an absolute dog. You know what I mean? So I think they were like, "Oh, mad." So I was telling them, there's a stream, so if you can't even come, like, you'll need to watch it, but like it'll be good. Like, I think I don't want to make assumptions, but I think Andy's gonna win. Like, I honestly think Andy's gonna win so much. Yeah.
I'm just like praying for it. I'm desperate for him to get that dub.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to see it from like right here as well. It's gonna be mint.
Yeah, I genuinely see when you told me that Andy was picked up a fight on Caestus 2. I was like head in hands moment. I was just like, why?
Yeah, you're like, you're gonna need to move the date.
Like,
that's how it works, man.
Any other time, please.
Yeah, it is gutting. It is gutting, But like I say, if you'll be able to watch the stream, and I'll get to see it for us. So.
Oh, great! Yeah, that's fantastic. It doesn't matter if I'm not there. I know Andy's going to pick up the dub anyway. It's cool to see, like, when he was there watching the last one, just how invested he got, and you could see that something was like, I want to do that. I want to try that. Yeah, I want to try that, and just impressive that he's doing it.
That's what I said. Better man than me. Like,
do you think he'll do it again after this? Depending on how it. Do you think it depends on how it goes?
I don't think it depends how it goes. I just think it depends how he enjoys it when he gets in there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the result's going to matter so much to him, because Andy's like really good that way. Like, it doesn't get to him whether he wins or loses. Whereas, like, I think it's more going to be if he gets in there, and if he gets out and he goes, "Oh, that was actually good fun. Like, I enjoyed that." Or if he gets in, he was like, That was a bit much, you know what I mean? Like, I'll stick to jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? Something like that. But like I say, Andy's like one of them, like, a dog in the shadow sort of thing. Like, you don't imagine him being, like, thingy like that, but when he actually gets to fight, and he can go for it. Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets out of it and he was like, that was great. Like, yeah, I'll do another one. Do you know what I mean? But
so, that's sweet to hear. I'm just really pumped for it. And, like, everyone was, when I was away last Thursday, my cousin works with his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about it, and even they were all talking about it in his work and that. So apparently people are speaking about it.
Which is good. But like I say, Andy's a well-liked person. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of pals there, so there'll be a lot of people that'll be very interested. Like I say, hopefully a few of the people that obviously some of the guys that he goes out with and stuff like that will be keen for actually coming along to see it. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
you would imagine so.
You have to see. But yeah, I'm so pumped.
Yeah,
and like I say, it's in Montrose as well, so it's literally just down the road.
Montrose Town Hall. If you want to go and watch it, get a ticket before they all sell out, because it'll sell out fast.
Yeah,
because there's boys from Montrose fighting, so they'll be home territory. Yeah,
and plus they've got actually I can't remember how many of the fights have been announced yet. No, that's it.
You can just say how many fights there.
No, it was just specific people. There's just the people that are on it. It's just good people again.
Yeah,
it's going to be class.
How many pro fights are there? 3 again.
3. Yeah, I think it's 3.
Cool. And
I think it's 3, but like I say, there'll still be, they're like finalising the matches. So it could be others get added depending on what the script is. But
we're still looking forward to Caestus coming up at the only 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. Well, it's not 2 weeks exactly, but it's around that amount of time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is about that amount of time. Because that's when I'll be away. So, looking forward to that. Can't wait to see Andy G get involved in that. And maybe one day we'll see him on the UFC. Who knows?
Imagine.
Andy G.
Oh, imagine.
Going for the flyweight title.
What would it be? 135? That's the latest one they do, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just get him to cut to 135. Like, that'd be like fighting Sean O'Malley. No, not Sean O'Malley.
Nah, Sean's... Yeah. It goes down to 125, doesn't it?
Who's... Oh, Pantoja.
Yeah.
He's the 125. And they're going to scrapping it with Pantoja, Brandon Moreno and stuff like that.
Brandon Moreno,
and Figueiredo, but he's moved up now.
Oh, could you imagine?
I think because I think Andy would be like taller than like Figueiredo and thingy. I think Andy's probably taller than them. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got strawweight 115.
No, not in men's. You don't. That's women's.
Yeah, you're right. And why did it go on to women's?
Because you probably clicked on one of the really low ones. Like 105, 115 and 125 I think are the women's ones, is it not?
Yeah.
And the men's is from 135 up to heavyweight.
Is that it? Does it start at bantamweight? 135?
Yeah, 135 is the lowest.
So there's no flyweight? 125? Are you sure?
Is that not what we're talking about? No, Pantoja, that's what we're saying is 125.
But there's a strawweight at 115.
Yeah, but for the women, there's not a men's strawweight.
It just says.
And who does it say is in the strawweight division?
I'm not looking at the UFC roster, to be fair.
Yeah, there's no men. There might be men's strawweight in other ones, but the UFC doesn't have a strawweight.
Oh, does the UFC not? Right, okay.
I don't know if there is strawweights in any of the other ones. I just know the UFC don't have it.
You would think so.
Nah, man. Because who's like that's pretty small. Like, who's going to be under 115 pounds?
Me.
Ha. You think?
Yeah.
What kilos are you?
Yeah, it's just lowest is 125.
Mate, you'd have to be like 145, mate.
Nah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
Like 9.5 stone.
Google 9.5 stone in pounds. You're only 9.5 stone?
Yeah.
Damn. Shit, son.
9.5 stone is about 60 kg, but 61 kg, so I'll be bantamweight.
So what's 61 kg in pounds?
135.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So 135. Damn. I don't want to know what weight I'd be like. I'd be fucking heavyweight.
Could you imagine me going up against some of those bantamweights? I'd be absolutely killed.
Yeah, but only because you don't train.
Yeah, but I would be absolutely killed.
So go and see, because I'm like, just now, I'm 97 kilos.
That's against the Mali and that. That's fucking mental.
Go and do 97 kilos in pounds. It's definitely going to be over 205 as well. It's going to be mad heavyweight, yeah. I realise I've got to fight John Jones or something.
97 kg in pounds.
I think it's going to be about 235.
213.
Oh, cheeky wee cut, and I'll be light heavy then.
Yeah. Yeah, light heavyweight.
Yeah.
That's mental. Jesus Christ. See, when you see it on TV, right, you don't really like put it in perspective of what you see. You just see two guys fighting. They could be as tall or as small. But
yeah, when you see someone like Jiro Prohaska and all those kind of people, and you think they're the same size as me.
Yeah, it's mental, mate.
I don't know, like.
Nah, it's nuts, man. I'd fear for your life if you got put in a cage with those boys, mate.
Bro,
swear to God.
you're not the only one.
Swear to God.
Oh, mate. Is that still on, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I might have accidentally pushed my button there.
No, it's still good.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm pumped to see that. Like, say again, Liam, pumped to see him as well. He's been down at higher level as well this the last couple weekends. He's gonna try to get down at higher level every weekend until the fight. Harry's been down there with him. Brad, it's been good. Like, it's gonna be there are people that are fighting, so it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing that card even more now.
Mate.
Does Liam have an opponent yet?
Yeah, he does. I can't remember the guy's name, honestly. You know my names, mate. I've got absolutely no idea. But yeah, even if you fucking do you know what, actually you'll take about 10 minutes to find this.
Jake, I need you. Jesus Christ. Podcast is falling apart.
But yeah, everyone's got an opponent now. Every one of them has got an opponent.
I'm not big on I'm so busy recently, I haven't been big on the social media just now. I haven't seen it. I've seen that because for people knowing, you do a lot of the social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when stuff gets shared and that, it's mainly you.
Yeah.
I don't see most of the stuff because I'm always fucking working. But I saw that they tagged us in a few posts, but I never actually got a chance to look at them. So I'm interested to see who he's fighting and what the matchup is.
Yeah. It's annoying me that I can't remember it because I know.
Are they looking for a fight for him?
8 minutes.
Harry's fighting as well, isn't he?
Because I think there's 5 boys fighting. So
no,
Harry,
I did see.
Liam, Brad, Andy, and then is it Marcus?
Yeah, it is because I saw a picture of Jax.
That's the 5 that are. That's the 5.
Yeah, I saw a picture that Jax posted on Instagram of the 5.
Yeah, all 5 boys fighting.
Yeah. Honestly, sick card.
Yeah,
I saw
what a team as well.
Yeah, that's an elite team.
What a team like.
You'd like that going into a battle, man.
Yeah, man. You get riding in with the boys. It's honestly, it's so good because they'll all be like. You've got to think as well, like on the build up to their fights, like when they're at the back. Like, they'll be getting each other warmed up, and then they'll be, you know what I mean, and all knowing that they're all going to be fighting and stuff like that. Like, it'll be a mad good environment for for getting yourself ready for a fight when you're about to go to war with the boys. Like,
yeah, I can just play devil advocate. It can also have a kind of effect if somebody loses, and then it gets into the mindset of somebody else.
Yeah, like if worst case scenario, I mean, it's not gonna happen. But if like say the first 2 people that are on lose, then they'll get it started. It's like, oh fuck,
I need to win this. But they could light a fire in his belly as well. So
or the other way around, if all of them win, and then the last guy's like, well, okay. Call the team now. But that's that would be me. That's why I can't fight you. That would be me. I'd be panicking. I just don't want to do it anymore.
Can I go first?
Yeah. Please.
But we'll go. I'm looking forward to Caestus, but we've got a little bit of time here left, so I want to chat to you about the UFC main event.
Yes.
Main card. The first fight of the card was Henderson versus Kopylov.
Kopylov. I don't know.
Yeah, Kopylov. Good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Good fight. Henderson controlled it mostly with the.
I lost money on that fight, man.
I lost money on a lot of the fights.
Yeah.
Actually, no. That's the only one I won money on. Actually, Henderson was the one that I won money on, and then I lost it on the rest of the fights.
No, I was so sure Kopylov was going to win, and then he got.
No, I put Henderson on.
Decimated. He just got dusted. It was mental.
He was better on obviously better on the striking, and but Henderson was just like
relentless.
And he was non-stop.
Relentless on the takedowns.
Non-stop. It was a good fight.
You've got to have mad respect for that.
Did that one get fight of the night?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what got fight of the nights. I don't know who got like performances or anything like that. I didn't. But mate, it finished at 6. I wasn't staying up for the post-fight presser. Like I was needing to go to my bed.
UFC 298. But yeah, that was a good card. Amanda Lemos. No, what am I reading here?
Oh, you're probably reading Macy Barber now, and it was on. Not Macy Barber. Is that who it was? No, it wasn't. It was the Brazilian girl.
Why can I not just bloody come up and tell me what I need to know? You know what I mean? Where's Jamie when you need him?
I know. See if you're really struggling with this computer today, are you?
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, the fight of the night. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it actually says it right there. Oh, Mackenzie Dern and Lemos. It was right. Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern and Lemos. That got fight of the night. But there was like 3 fights that I thought could have had fight of the night. That one, the Henderson fight, and the Whitaker fight. I thought Whitaker and Costa could have been fight of the night as well.
Yeah,
good fight.
Yeah. Probably could have been because it was they were throwing bombs on each other.
Back to back war, rocked on the head kicks. We'll go through it. But the first fight on the card that we were really interested in was the thingy fight.
Ian
Garry,
and, Jeff Neal
fight. Yeah. What did you think of it?
So, I actually thought it was a little bit lackluster. I don't feel like it was like one of those fights where I'm like annoyed at either person being like, that was a shite fight. Like not the case at all. But I think like Ian Garry just was very like, I don't know if he over pressurized himself going at this one, but he didn't. He wasn't all like sprightly and like what he normally was. It was very like he kept the distance well, which is exactly what he needed to do because he didn't want to dogfight with somebody that hits as hard as what Jeff Neal does.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was like skipping away, and then covering and then like trying to box here and then just some flying knees and head kicks and stuff he was going for. Like
flying knees was
good. Yeah, the flying knees was good. There was one of them especially near the end that landed real nice. And to be fair, Jeff Neal just did a good job at like covering up the head kicks. But it just wasn't. It was just Jeff Neal constantly pressuring, occasionally landing, and then like Ian Garry just sort of like
he
picking shots from the outside.
He probably assumed, although he pressured a lot, Garry probably assumed it would be heavier pressure, which is probably why he was more cautious because of all the build up to that fight.
I just think Ian Garry did exactly what you had to do.
Yeah.
Like that's what I say. Like no disrespect to him because as a fighter in his position, he did exactly what was necessary. He just stayed on the outside, picked his shots well, tried to land some hard ones coming in, and didn't allow it to become like a slug out. Do you know what I mean? So he did exactly what you had to do. So like, I have nothing against the performance. To be fair, it's just it just wasn't that exciting a fight. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just one of them. Like
it's not sometimes one that got you off your chair.
Sometimes when people do what they need to do, it just means that unfortunately it's not going to be really all that exciting on that one. You know what I mean? I think that's exactly what that was. Because
people like to see people taking risks and going all out there to get the win and get the knockout and stuff like that. But when you've got a dangerous striker with the power that he had in front of him, then you're going to be more cautious and just play the game.
I think it just showed that I just don't
shows
see him getting far in the
Garry,
top
though.
5. Like I don't see him getting far in the top 5.
It shows his intelligence for one, to know that he couldn't afford to get into a dogfight with him. So he might, and still young, still pretty young. What is he? 26, 27?
He's around that.
So still got plenty of time to learn and add little things to his game, like knockout. But he's got knockout power anyway. He has knocked people out, but
it's just mostly with the kicks and the knees and stuff like that.
So you can work on that and add stuff to that to build up to the top 5 when he gets there. Because it's not like he's rushed there. Although he did call out Colby Covington.
It's I just think he will get better. I just think the attributes that the people in the top 5 have just are not going to be very good for him. Do you know what I mean? Like you've got either savage wrestlers or people that are just willing to stand and bang. Do you know what I mean? And like people like even I couldn't see him beating some like Gilbert Burns. No. You know what I mean? The level of grappling that Gilbert Burns has got, but also he's willing to just dog it out. And it's like even if he tries to keep landing inside, like I just feel like Gilbert would eventually get there.
Yeah, he'll get
and
there.
And then like even like Usman himself as well. You know what I mean? Like with the wrestling and stuff like that. And then Hamzat, who would just relentlessly try and take him down.
Yeah,
and
I think constant on him.
And I just feel like eventually it would happen. Like he would get him.
You'd have to have unbelievable cardio to be able to stop Hamzat from taking you down the whole 15 minutes.
They should if he doesn't fight Colby Covington, they should get him to fight Rakhmonov, Shavkat.
That's a great fight.
That's the fight.
It's a great fight, but Rakhmonov is dangerous, man. Rachmanov is very dangerous.
But I think Rachmanov's had a few fights where when it's been forced to be just a striking bout, he's not looked anything special. Do you know what I mean? And obviously Gary would be the kind of person to keep the distance and make it stay a stand-up fight.
His last fight was a stand-up fight, Rachmanov, but he won it.
No.
Who was it against? Wonderboy?
Yeah, but he took him down.
Sorry, that's right. Sorry, I'm wrong. His last fight wasn't a stand-up fight.
Yeah.
He took him down and controlled him.
But the fight before that he had was quite a stand-up fight, and he got caught a lot, and he looked very open. Like his shots were very looping. He was leaving his head open a lot, which I feel like some of the more precise strikers at the top of that division will take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But then, you know what I mean? Some people think that he's just like an unstoppable demon, so maybe I'm wrong. But I think the two of them, that's the fight, because then it either proves that Shavkat is that good, and he beats Ian Gary, and then everyone will be like, yay, fuck Ian Gary. Or Ian Gary wins, and then it's like you kind of can't really deny that he actually probably is that good. If everyone thinks that Shavkat's that good, and then Ian Gary beats him, it's like, well,
yeah,
you can't then keep on saying he's shite. Like, you've got to accept that he's pretty good.
I just don't know if he's ready for that yet, for Rachmanov yet. But it was a good fight. It was an interesting fight. Anyway, nonetheless. I was going to say it was a good fight, but it was an interesting fight nonetheless. And then after that, you had Merab.
Yeah, versus Henry
Cejudo, which is
on in the background right now. But
yeah,
that was. I think I said this to you at the time. Like, if you'd asked me like 6 months ago, I'd definitely wanted Henry Cejudo to win that fight. But the way Merab's been on social medias and the way he's been like just become this pure comedian,
he's so funny.
He's such a hard worker as well. Like, I really wanted him to win, and I'm glad that he won. Like, say, didn't go so well in the first round. The feeling out process got taken down a little bit like that, but then second round came in just decimated from the second round onwards. You know what I mean? Like picking him up and slamming him on the floor and shouting at fucking
walking him across the cage, dumping him in front of Zuckerberg, and then just talking smack.
And then nearly like guillotining him right in front of him, and then just letting him go. Just I'll beat him up another round. Like,
he had the guillotine locked in, could have sat back on it and just let go. Mental.
It was mental. It was mental. I could seeing all the pictures
after the fight, man.
Seeing all the pictures of people when they're just like, can't believe Merab did this to a literal Olympic gold medalist, and he's just carrying him across. I seen one today, and it was like a picture from a newspaper of like a burning house, and it was a picture, and it was like Merab saves a child from burning a house, and it's a picture of him carrying Cejudo out the doors of the house. It was so mental to see. It was so mental.
I saw a thing today that was like Merab was also going to be in the Olympics for Georgia, but he decided not to because they changed the rule set, not allowing the takedown, not allowing certain takedowns, and it was the takedown that he took Henry Cejudo down with twice, apparently.
I'm trying to think what it was that he took him down with.
I don't know, but that's all I saw on the. I saw Merab talking about it today on Twitter.
That's mad. You'll need to send me the video for that. I would be interested to listen to that. Mm-hmm.
That one.
Oh, it's just like
hand on the back, leg up.
I wonder why they're not allowed to use that one.
Don't know, but they changed the rules in the Olympics, so he didn't go to it.
Mental, because that's a good takedown. There, yeah. So for the people, the takedown that we're on about literally just happened there.
Yeah,
like, scooped the hip pad under the knee, picked him up and like tabletopped him backwards. But yeah, mental. That was such a good fight to watch as well.
Yeah.
Really
it was a really good fight, really and.
Like I say, Merab would deserve like a performance of the night bonus.
Yeah, I thought so.
For that fight. Yeah,
I thought so. I almost felt bad for Cejudo at the end of the fight, man. He just looked so like demoralized and like because before the fight he was going in saying.
That's why what you wrote to say is the reason I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I get it. I know. He went into the fight going, he's a one-dimensional fighter, and like if you can't beat Merab, I should just retire. Just laughing and
proper having a wee giggle at who can't beat a one-dimensional fighter.
Yeah. And then got absolutely demolished by
you,
him.
my friend.
But that's what happens when you take that long out in your prime years, and then you come back at the end of your prime years, and you're going to get beat by the guys who are coming up.
To fight him off a loss is oh my god. To fight him on a loss as well, but after just losing to obviously his teammate, you know what I mean? That's going to be beneficial because he needs to be like, we know exactly what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we know exactly what you need to beat him because Aljamain, and he's just even more relentless than Aljamain. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It was a totally different fight, though.
I would really love to know which one of them wins in sparring. Like, him and Aljamain. I always feel like it's Merab, but because, like, after there was an interview, basically, and Merab had basically said, like, oh, no, I just wouldn't fight him. Like, he's my friend, I just wouldn't fight him. But then Aljamain Sterling made almost a comment being like, oh no, I wouldn't fight him either. Like, but I can't remember what he said, but it was almost like we know what happens in the training room style, as if to make out like he is maybe better than him at training. I'm like, I just don't believe it. Like, I don't believe you beat him, mate. Like, I think he maybe throws you around a little bit. Other than if he gets, like, because Aljamain's mad good on the back.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was saying.
If he gets on his back, then different story. But
it might be a case of Aljo just lets him take him down the whole time and just plays there, because we could see that happening.
Because they both had a grappling match against the same guy.
Yeah.
And both lost it. You know the one where Aljamain was on about the guy butt scooting?
Yeah.
He like kicked off. Marab had a match against him maybe a year ago or so, like that again, and kicked off because that's what the guy did to him. And every time the guy tried to get up, Marab was just like slamming him on his back, and he was like, basically, he can't even get up. Like, he couldn't get up, he butt scooted nothing, but Marab lost too.
Yeah.
So though he was both raging, he said, we both lost this pure butt scooting scumbag. Like, totally furious.
Ever since he stole O'Malley's jacket in that fight, that was when I started to.
And he turned up to the next UFC event wearing it, shirtless, shirtless, but with the jacket on.
Yeah. So ever since then, that's when like he blew up on social media and stuff like that, and became a lot more funnier.
Because he's always been funny on social media. There's a video that I hadn't seen that they're at like an ice pond, and he like goes up and he goes to like jump in the ice pond, but he doesn't like do anything to thing it first, and he just jumps head first into like a frozen over pool, smashes his face off the ice, and then goes like into the water, and then he gets up and he's just like, oh no, and then he moves his hand and he's like pissing blood down his face, and he like burst his fucking head open, but he just when he comes to the camera he's just smiling, he just makes like a wee joke and then carries on walking. It's like, bro, you're actually mental.
It's not like, right, you're actually mental. It's not right. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
he jumps head first.
Yeah, he just jumps in there. Like, it was kind of smashed up a bit, but like it was still a frozen pond, and the bro just jumped straight head first in there, like busts his head open. It's mental.
That's mental. He deserved the performance of the night.
For sure.
I thought he did really well. Moving on from that fight, there was the co-main, Robin Whittaker.
You keep saying Robert. Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, I know you know it's Robert, but when Josh was here yesterday, you kept on saying like Robin Williams. Yeah, and it was funny.
Oh.
I was
Robert
like,
Whittaker.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Anyway, Robert Whittaker versus Costa, and yeah, that was a banger fight, to be fair. I thought it was fight of the night. Whittaker getting rocked in the end of the first round, but the first round, I would have said, was back and forth up until that high kick, and then you would give it to Costa, and then the second 2 rounds you give to Whittaker.
It was, yeah, because it was all it wasn't like either two of them dominated any of the rounds. Do you know what I mean? But it was like which, to be fair, what I said to you at the night, the ideal scenario that I want to happen in the Whittaker-Costa's fight is like an absolute war,
dog fight,
and then Whittaker to just win it. And it's basically what happened.
Well, that's the most dangerous time to fight Robert Whittaker is coming off of a loss.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous time, because the guy just doesn't go away. Surely it's got to be the fight. He's been the gatekeeper for so long for that division. Surely he's got to be thinking, I can't just disappear. So he's got to get a win. Because if he loses, like, after you lose 1, you lose 2.
Yeah.
The third one, you're
it depends how he thinks that, like, if he thinks he's got another run in him. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he thinks, like, because in your opinion, like, who does he fight now if he was beat Costa? Like, he doesn't get a title shot.
Not yet.
But but I'd say he only really maybe has to beat one other person to get it. The winner of Duplessis versus Adesanya. So he gets a rematch with either two of them, and then if he wins them, he fights. But that's really shite, because it means his fight to get the title shot is against one of the few people he's lost. Well, not few, but like one of the people he's lost to, and then the title shot's against the other guy he lost to recently.
Well, either way, that's the way it is. That's the position he's in. You know,
and I feel like I'd like to think somebody like him would more see it as like this is my opportunity to get those back.
Yeah. I think he's got more chance against Duplessis.
He definitely wants the fight again against Duplessis.
Yeah.
He keeps on saying that he wants that rematch.
Yeah, I think
because he thinks it just wasn't his night.
I think he deserves that rematch.
I think he does too. Yeah, I think he does too.
Who's champion? Strickland.
Duplessis, because he just beat Strickland.
Yeah, remember? He did, yeah. But then, yeah, you can give Whittaker that fight purely because he's only lost to 2 champions. Duplessis and Adesanya. Adesanya's out right now.
You could give him Strickland, because Strickland's ranked number 1 now, so you could give it, because obviously he got
Strickland not getting the champion. Rematch? No?
I don't think so.
That's not happening.
Well, I don't know. They've not announced it. I think they're definitely going to want to try and get Izzy versus
Duplessis.
They're definitely going to want to get that, because that's like There's
big selling
mad
fight in
backstory
Africa
to that. Yeah.
Because they'll probably do it in Africa.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
They would do it in Africa. It's like South Africa.
Mm-hmm. So, you give him Strickland then. You give Whittaker Strickland.
I'd like to see that fight.
Yeah, same.
I'd like to see. Oh, but I like them both.
Yeah, but I like everyone in that division.
Yeah.
Probably the only one I really don't like, and I don't even dislike him, is Duplessis. You've just got kind of a.
Yeah, I have no feelings towards Duplessis. Yeah, he's just a guy in the division.
I don't hate him. Don't like him particularly. Either or. He's just.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm very that same way. I just have no feelings towards Duplessis. Like I don't feel like he
just doesn't excite me when he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So. Like,
he constantly looks fucked, man.
Yeah, but I get it that he is a good fighter. Obviously, I just prefer other fighters more. Like Izzy, you've got. For me, I like Izzy because I watch his YouTube channel and stuff like that as well. So I get all like the background stuff, and he breaks down some fights, and it's good like that. And then you get a bit of character out of like Whittaker and Strickland, and that they've got mad personalities, but you don't really get much of that out of Duplessis, apart from the fact he kisses his coaches.
Yeah, well, you're right. But I've noticed it's just that all the South Africans do it.
Well, like, most South Africans I've met are pretty sound, to be fair.
The other... Oh. You trying to say that just fucking kissing other men isn't sound?
Well, no.
Just checking.
Absolutely. Strict under the bus. See you later. No
cancelled.
Absolutely not what I meant.
Anyhow, yeah, no, they I've noticed they all do it. Like I can't.
What, kissing guys? Is that what you're on about?
Solomon?
Nah, they don't all kiss guys, man.
No, but they all kiss the coach before in the thing. Like I think is it Solomon or Solon or something like that. He's a South African fighter, and he was on the same card as Duplessis when he fought.
Yes,
beforehand,
yeah.
And they did it as well. Like in and out of the cage, they give them full on like kiss on the lips, and then on the way back out, big cuddle, big kiss on the lips.
I wonder where that's from.
It's just got to be a
culture thing.
A cultural thing, yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but I just wonder where it came from. I just don't know. I don't know. Before you go in and start to smash out of somebody, you feel like you just need to.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I want to kiss like anybody before I step on the cage to do something. Do you know what I mean? Especially not my coach. Like
it's just a weird thing to do before and after a massive fight, unless it's your fucking.
I'll do that next time we're going to grappling competitions. I'll give Dale a wee pick.
Cool. Lucky Dale, eh? Whatever.
Sorry, you get jealous.
Cheers, guys, for watching. See you in the next episode.
I love my coach. Yeah, but it was a good fight nonetheless.
Going back to it, I give Whittaker Strickland next then, and Costa, not a bad showing, good showing from him again. What I would say about both of them, no more time off.
Yeah.
No more
get
time
active
off.
now. Yeah, get active.
Costa needs to be in the cage constant now.
But to give Costa his due, as much as a lot of people tried to say that it was like he was like missing fights and stuff like that, every reason that he's missed the fight has been legit.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's been actually like, did you see that hole that he got in his arm?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, like that was meant like so stuff like that. Like you can, oh my god, I absolutely booted the table that time. You can't judge for that like that because that's fair enough. Like what else? Do you know what I mean? Like as much as he is avoiding fights, you can't just be fighting anyway with stuff like that going on.
Yeah. It's just as a message just popped up on the camera.
What's it say? Turn off extreme battery state. No thanks. All right, yeah, we're good.
What did you just say there and say it again? Because I forgot what you said.
I said that it's not like his fault. Like if he's having those are like legitimate injuries that you can't expect someone to fight around. So it will be interesting to see if that's true or if he was chatting shit, and we'll see like if he fights again within the next you know what I mean like.
Well, I think and the same with Whittaker, thank you. He needs to stay active now as well. He had a year off after his last fight, I think. A year and a half off for Costa, so for both of them to keep their place and move up in the division. Was it that long
between Costa and Duplessis? Whittaker fighting them?
9 months or something, I think it was. 9 months to a year, I think it was. Stay active. But Whittaker's coming to he's 36 now. Coming to the end of his career. So
who do you give him?
Who?
Whittaker.
Like I said, I give him Strickland.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Who would you give Costa? That's what I meant. Someone a little bit further down, so that he's like.
Yeah, he's just lost to a top 3 guy. He's ranked 5th.
You give him somebody.
He just lost to Hamzat, didn't he? Lost to Hamzat.
No, they didn't have that fight. Did they?
No. Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? Hamzat and Costa.
Yeah.
Nah,
I might be very much wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that fight happened.
Did not happen.
I think they tried to book it, but it didn't happen because I think that was the fight that was meant to happen before Costa then got that hole in his arm, and then they had to cancel that.
Okay. I feel like you might be right. Hamzat? Or is he moving up?
Nah, yeah, Hamzat. That's what you know. I think that's the division he's moved up into. He's moved up into their division.
Yeah,
he was trying to fight 170 and now he's 185. Yeah, you give him Hamzat. That's exactly what you do. Costa Hamzat.
Yeah, I think so. Or Covington.
Costa Covington. That's an interesting press conference. The lead up to that's going to be fun. Yeah. The lead up to that would be fun, and I would like to see Costa just beat Covington up.
Yeah. I think that's either way they both go. That's what happens next.
Okay, fair.
We'll go on to finish up with this main event.
Let me shed a tear while we think about the main event.
Yeah, main event was devastation. Everyone obviously knows what happened. Volkanovski got knocked out in the second round by Ilia Topuria, who in his own right put on a great fight, cut off the ring. His footwork is unbelievable. His striking was on point. It was fast. It was aggressive. He was non-stop. But we just hate to see it because we all like Volk so much.
You do. Everyone loves Volk.
Yeah.
It's just more like I think like obviously I'd say Volk was winning both of the rounds. Do you know what I mean? Like I think he outstruck him, especially into the second round. And then, but Ilya, I just don't ever think he let him move forward. And I think that's what he just kept on moving him back, taking the shot, just kept on going and going until eventually the opening he was looking for opened up, and he just fucking.
He kept constantly pulling back, like you said the other night, straight up pulling back and to the left, and that hook was always going to catch him. You know what I mean?
Knowing how good Ilya's boxing is,
he was going to see that.
You've got to be doing more than just head back and try to step off, because then you catch things exactly like he did, especially the way Ilya done it, covering up the right side. And it was just beautiful. And one thing I will say is, you're absolutely right. There was definitely not one shot on the floor. Like, I must have been so aghast that I turned around after the first shot or something like that. But I was so sure that I thought that he'd only punched him once, but then it came up on my thing today. Well, I kind of, after watched that video yesterday, I was like, I can see where there's going to be another one. But then I watched it today.
There was about three.
And I seen that, he got like the one as he first hit the ground, and he got one, and then he just got the third one off, hits him, and then that's when the ref gets in the way and thingies. So, yeah. But just like you say, you hate to see it.
Like, because he was folded, like he was proper, like.
Thingy to Ilya as well, though, like to be posting still undefeated after it, featherweight champion, like 16 or 17 or whatever it was, like on his thing, and then I'll finish him in the second round, and then actually do that is mad impressive.
Yeah.
Your phone was trying to do low power mode as well.
Is it all right? Yeah.
yeah, you're good.
Okay. No, you've got to give it to Ilya. Like, I've not seen footwork like that in a long time. Like, he was cutting off the ring unbelievable. He was leading on one way, hitting the other. It was just like sensational. He was really good. Proper boxing, mixed with martial arts. It's
boxing and low kicks. That's all it was.
Yeah, it was proper like the proper boxing technique, the movement and everything. But it was like the perfect combination of the both put into one. His footwork was unbelievable.
It's just tough to see. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, it is. But they get the rematch in Spain.
Some hands, honestly, for ages before I woke you up. Couldn't believe it happened. Genuinely
smacked me in the chest to wake me up, and just like
one of these ones, one of the fucking. He wakes up. 10 seconds later,
back asleep, man. It's 6 a.m, man. What do you want from me?
Yeah, mate. Fair play. Honestly, I wish I'd just slept, but I was too pumped to see what happened. I was too scared.
Yeah, no, we needed to know, because over here when you're watching them in Europe, you either have to stay up or you find out what happens in the morning, because as soon as you open your phone, it's what's in front of you.
I always usually try and avoid it. Like on a Sunday, I'll like not touch my phone, and the first thing I do is pick up the TV remote, and then put it on. But this was the first time I was like, nah, I'm staying up and watching all of it. And
well, we normally stay up and watch a lot of them, to be fair.
Yeah, but we normally, like, the last time I fell asleep right as the final fight was coming on, and then usually before that, I usually end up falling asleep right before the main card starts.
Yeah.
And then I wake up and I wake up to see the person on the main event, like, having just won the fight, and I'm like, fuck, I've got no idea what's going on now.
Check my bets.
Yeah, it's absolutely shit. They need to get more events in Europe where we can get a better timing, because this, like I say, see when they do them on the UFC London and they start at like 5:30.
I love it.
Honestly, unbelievable.
I love it,
That's
mate.
what you need.
Well,
We need another UFC Glasgow, because if we do one, we're going like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to that.
Restaurant is shut.
Yeah.
But likewise, what do you think Volk goes next? It's obviously the rematch.
It's got to be the rematch.
It's the rematch in Spain.
Yeah.
So they're taking it to the UFC to Spain. And Ilya's now like the talisman for a whole country now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
first Spanish champion.
Yeah, and Real Madrid and all that have been in contact with him, messaging him, thanking him and all that.
Was it really?
Yeah. They've
Fair play.
because he's a Real Madrid fan. So he's now like the head honcho of Spain, which is good for him. So that'll be an intense crowd to go into, by the way. Like Volk,
bro,
going into the Spaniards' background.
But
backyard.
Volk, to be fair to
yeah,
him,
loves that.
Yeah,
of course
going into
will.
someone's back. I was going to say loves going in someone's back door, but
you know what these rugby players do.
Yeah, well.
But that's the next.
Just showers we share.
Damn.
Anywho,
that's what's next for Volk is definitely Ilya, but you've got to start to worry for him. That's 2 knockouts in a row.
yeah, like if he loses to Ilya again, does he just call it a day?
You wouldn't be mad at him, would you?
Not at all.
You would not.
And I
be
would
mad
still
at him.
see him as the person he was before the loss to Islam. Like he's still pound for pound one of the greatest of all time.
I
like,
don't even know if you can hold the Islam loss against him.
not the second one, because the first fight.
I think he won.
Yeah, depending how you look at it, the first fight could have gone either way, but then the second fight, like you say, rocking up 11 days notice, was Pierce spending his time getting pished and anything like that, and then just stepped in and tried to it's just on it's a shame. It's a shame because that losing that second time from having the chance to prepare properly could have been what's just tipped it for him. Do you know what I mean? Like they say that fighters go one or the other way when they lose. They either lose.
The big difference, which is what I was saying about Whittaker earlier. Mm-hmm. He's had a small amount of losses in his career, but every time
I think 6 or 7.
Yeah, but every time after it, look what's happened.
Yeah, he's one of them that a loss helps
propels him again. He's got the fear of.
He's the opposite of Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
Tony Ferguson hits a loss and fuck
right down hill. Yeah.
So we just got to hope. But like I say, if he lost to Ilya and they just went, do you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'd have to get another couple wins before I'd get another shot at the title, and then I'd get another shot at the title, and it's a lot of fights, it's a lot of time. Like, I'll just pack it in. You wouldn't put it against him. But at the same time, if he lost to Ilya and he was just like, fuck. Because then it's not like he would be in the position to take, say, a year out and then be like, then I'll take another. He'd have to try and start another title run straight away because they've only got so much time left. You know what I mean? So it's like, would he do that? You know what I mean? Who'd you give him? Make him fight like, oh fuck knows. Honestly, don't even know. Make him fight whoever wins at a fucking.
I wonder how much he's getting from that Prime deal. Because that Prime deal will be helping him out like money. I was just thinking like maybe he might not need the money. This kind of thing. So maybe
he already. I
guarantee.
I'd like to say guarantee right now. He already doesn't need the money.
This is what I'm saying. That he probably doesn't need the money to keep on going. Like you're saying, it could be another. It could be 3 fights down the line. You're fighting for a title, which is like a year down the line.
Could be
year and a half.
It
could be easier. So I was just thinking there, like maybe he's getting. To be fair, ever since he's had that Prime deal, lost every fight.
I know.
Lost every fight.
You make a dance with the devil after.
Same with Izzy.
Is it actually? Is he since the Prime deal? Is that?
I don't know if he's lost every fight, but since the Prime deal, he obviously lost to Strickland. And who did he lose to before? Pereira.
Oh, well, yeah, but he lost and then won.
Yeah, so he has won 1 fight since being a Prime athlete.
Damn.
But Prime athletes are 1 in 6.
Still, that's not good odds.
No.
Yeah, those are not good odds.
No, 1 in 5.
They've got another Prime athlete though, do they not now?
In the UFC.
Is it? I can't remember, but I seen somewhere on social media it was somebody Patrick that I normally follow that. What?
Patrick Mahomes, who just won the Super Bowl, is a Prime athlete.
Oh no, it wasn't him. They've maybe got a few then, because I can't remember if it was that or if it was a boxer.
Yeah, there are a few boxers now that are
I think
Prime
maybe
athletes.
They're Prime athletes, which is mad.
Who was it? Crawford. Terence Crawford. He's a Prime athlete now.
Yeah, it's not him, but
he is a Prime athlete. But
yeah,
he won his fight, so they're 1-1 there. Anyway, that's a good pod, man.
But sponsor us anyway, Prime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll take some free energy just. We'll call it wraps on this episode. It's been a good one again. The UFC always holds good content for us. We like talking about it.
Yeah.
And it takes up a lot of our weekend anyway, so.
No, if other people do, but like I said in the last time,
I don't care what you
yeah,
think.
we're just doing things, yeah. And also, I don't give a fuck.
But we're looking forward to Andy G fighting. Big up Andy G. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see you get your hand raised because we know it's going to happen.
Yes.
So big up that. Same with Liam. Looking forward to your fight on the 2nd of March on Caestus too. But we'll catch you for that, and we'll do a pod about it, no doubt.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because it'll be an exciting day. Like I say, knowing a few of them.
Get some vlogging going on while you're out there, because you're doing the commentary for it. So get some vlog camera with you and just vlog some of the background stuff, man.
Yeah.
You can make a YouTube video of it.
I'll take that. Like say that phone that I've got.
We've got those GoPros at mine that you can take out and go with them.
I'll just take that. Like say that phone. I'd like say that phone records fucking 8K, man.
Yeah, cool.
I'll take that thing and I can record with that and stuff like that, and then.
So look forward to some vlogs coming to the YouTube channel. Well, we're not promising.
Yeah, because I'm pretty usually mad busy on the day, like, and we're gonna try and do a little bit of assistance with Liam with his night before. We're gonna try and like sit with him and make sure he's feeling okay, because obviously a lot of the fighters are going through weight cuts and stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna try. It might just be horrible videos of Liam trying to weight cut.
If Liam's alright with that, I'm sure it will be good.
Videos of him getting annoyed at me for eating and drinking while he's.
You wouldn't do that to him. Yeah, can you stop me?
I wouldn't.
But thanks everybody for listening / watching, and as always, guys, take care and peace.
Peace.